Hey guys, I don't know why Mike's microphone was not going on mute, but as you know, you can see it's UK Cowboys time, and as you may notice, we're live with Cowboys XP right now, and things are kicking off. So, pardon me a second.
Yeah, it's been quite crazy at the moment. We've had a live turkey walking right through the stage.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Yep.
Rasp.
There we go.
What's up, everybody, man? Hey, I appreciate y'all so much, man. Hey, these are my brothers from across the pond. I got Gucci. This my stunt double right here.
Hey, I remember you, Gucci. I remember you from last time. Back in
stunt doubles in the house. How y'all doing?
Good, man. Good.
Yes, indeed. We got the turkey.
Hey. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Gobble!
Oh my
Gobble.
God! Yeah, guys. So, guys, as you
We
may
are
know,
live at Cowboys Experience.
It is all going on.
Yeah.
So apologies, there's going to be a lot of noise, but we've got some good lineups here today. We're here with Law Nation. We're here with Cowboys Experience. We're here to kind of just talk about the Thanksgiving game and against the New York Giants. And we do apologize for Mike. He is having a wee bit of connection issues at the moment, so it might jump in and out from time to time. So we will work on that. But yeah, how is everyone?
Doing good, mate. Doing good. Seems like only 24 hours since I last spoke to you.
I know. But yeah, all the comments are starting to fly in just now. Law Nation's in the house. Everyone's saying, "What's up, Law Nation?" There we go.
What's up? I hope nobody been drinking.
Yeah, you're good, man. You're good.
We good right here?
Oh, can you hear us? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. You got it, baby.
Let's go.
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
You good there, mate? You all good?
That little shark there.
Hey, so what we gonna do this day, man? Or tomorrow? That's what
I'm having a few.
Guess what?
Hello.
Yeah,
I'm having a little bit of a connection issue, yeah, but I think that's the weather outside. We're in the middle. I'm in the eye of a storm right now, an actual storm.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean, so obviously it's the pre-game show and a Thanksgiving special that we're doing, yes. So yes, I don't know. Have you seen the practice report last come out for the Dallas Cowboys?
Turkey going wild! Turkey going wild, baby! Yeah.
Hey.
Going wild.
Hey, let's go. Get the rope.
Oh my! That's not. That's a fucking dinosaur.
Painted with the Giants on there. Wrap him up.
I see a two-piece.
Oh man!
He got to go put the turkey away like we got to go put this game away.
Yeah.
But we did say that we would do something special with Thanksgiving, so it is all going on. But have you seen the Cowboys practice report that's come out?
Yeah.
I mean, it is lengthy.
Yeah.
Right, Law, did you see the Cowboys report? I think he's having a wee bit of back and forth.
Yeah.
So
Anthony Barr is still out with that hamstring issue. That is obviously a big one. That's a problem. Terrell Basham doesn't look like he's going to play, and neither does Jonathan Hankins with the illness that's going around. Mike McCarthy spoke about this in the week, about the illness that's floating around in there, and that they put in precautions. It doesn't sound like it's the Big C, which, we shouldn't call it the Big C, because the Big C is something else. But it doesn't sound like it's the it's the Big V, should we say that? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound promising, but the good news is, it's not good news, but on the other side, the Giants are having just the same amount of problems.
Yeah.
Offensive linemen, quarterbacks, wide receivers, all having issues for the Giants at the moment.
yeah, their offensive line looks really, really bad right now. So it'd be very interesting to see how things kind of transpire for tomorrow night's game.
Yeah, I mean they've got 7 players listed as out, including Daniel Bellinger as well, who obviously picked up an eye injury. They're starting centre, guard, tackle. They're all out as well. Two guards, 2 tackles, and the centre are out. Practically their whole offensive line's out. It's quite scary.
I know, and here we go. Big Lebarski talking about that, and as well on top of that, their offensive line as well. I believe, if I remember right, is ranked I think 8th in pressures allowed. So they're already leaking, and then they're missing some major parts. You say Bellinger, he's out as well. He's been missing the last couple of games, broken eye socket. So, I mean, you're quite right. Having surgery on that eye and nose as well, I believe. So that's a big loss. Because the next guy down, the tight end that's below him is Hudson. And I don't think he's up to the task. So far at this stage, because if you think about it in like recent memory with Thanksgiving games, the Cowboys have struggled. I think this one's looking a bit bright.
Yeah, certainly it would have to take something incredible. I think that we'd have to really go completely wild and have a crazy day. But it certainly does look to be playing in our favour. You add in the fact that their leading receivers just gone to IR with a bad break at the weekend as well. So
Wandale Robinson,
they're now talking about Kenny Golladay being their number 1 guy, and he was out of favour at the beginning of the season with them. And Darius Slayton is having to step up, and
Gucci, can you still hear us? Okay, yeah. Can you hear us? Okay.
I can hear y'all.
Sweet.
It's a little loud over here, but I can hear you. I can hear you guys.
We still went double check. You're like, it was,
what's going on? Who the guy was playing now? No, just playing.
Here's one for you though, right? While you're there, right, Coach? What do you think of the Cowboys? And it's been revealed. Got revealed before, but we're getting more photos of the uniform that they're going to be wearing tomorrow.
What I think about the uniforms that they're wearing tomorrow?
Yeah.
Honestly, see, I'm one of those guys who say, man, don't wear these uniforms and come out here and don't perform well. That's the simplest I can put it. I would like to put it like, oh my God, as a fan, like, hey man, the uniforms are awesome, but this is more than the uniforms for me. Come out and do your job still. Don't let the uniforms take you away from you doing your duties and your job and actually coming out here with a win and doing what you're supposed to do, playing the game you're supposed to play. That's how I look at it with these uniforms.
Okay, because I know what you're saying. Like, sometimes in the Thanksgiving games, especially when you think like in recent history, they've kind of struggled, and I think it's getting lost in the moment, in the enormity of playing on such a big occasion.
Right.
I don't think that's going to be the case this time, though. Do you?
No, I don't think it'll be the case. I honestly think they're going to go out there and, man, of course, I know last game was last game.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take that energy that they had there, and we're gonna move it all into this game. And even though it was a short week, and that is something I looked at so much, and I was looking at the schedule for a long time, the whole season. I was like, hold up, so we play this game, they turn around and play this game. Short week. I'm glad they won. They get to go off their energy and take that into the next game. I know they already beat the Giants, but at the same time, play like you never played them before. Play like they can beat you. Go out there and do your job, man. Come on, CD. Come on, Dak. Hey, leaders of the game, lead. And you're starting to be at the back end of the season. Lead. Let's go. Show everybody. Let's do this. Y'all turned me into a fan over here. Oh my God!
Oh my God! It's Thanksgiving, but. I have noticed as well the big red kettlebell, the Salvation Army red kettlebell, is in the building. Do we see Tony Pollard jumping in there this time, guys?
If it happens, I think the first person probably would be Tony Pollard. I mean, come on. Hey, look, I see the eyes. Look it up. Hey.
Yeah.
What you say, Guy? Tony? I can't go against Guy. Guy and Tony is like this. No, I mean, Tony Pollard be doing really well, man. He's getting to the end zone, I mean, really well. He's elusive. He's fast. He's getting through, man. And, of course, Zeke, he's still doing his job. Zeke is Zeke. I had to explain to somebody about Zeke. They were like, oh, yeah, put Zeke in. I'm like, well, look at it like this. Whenever you got a star receiver, they usually triple, double him. Of course, he might not get all the touches and stuff because he's so good. They're going to have to put all those defenders right there trying to eye on him. Just like Zeke, he's good. So they had years to prepare for Zeke. So now when Zeke's in, let's load it up. Let's make sure. But now we got Tony, the two-headed snake. Now we got Tony. They wasn't ready for that. And now Tony's looking good. Now it's like, what you going to do?
It's not just that as well. It's like, it's not just so much as just a running back. He was playing more wide receiver against the Vikings than he was playing running back. And we just saw a complete I wouldn't say transformation, but we just saw how diverse Pollard can be. And it's just amazing to watch.
Right. Them two right there, they keep pushing and doing, man. Hey, I don't see no problem why we can't keep continuing and keep pushing and keep getting better and getting some wins. And
absolutely.
Jumps in that bell. Let's go with Pollard. I'm going to go with you on this. I think Pollard will be. I think Pollard will.
Pollard.
I want to go with Pollard. What do you think?
Shoot.
Big salvation.
I think Zeke and Pollard pick up Dak and put him in the bell.
Or will Micah Parsons go in there?
I like that, Mike. I like that.
Yeah.
That was good.
But I mean, here's something, and tell me if this sounds controversial, right? We like controversy, and I'll ask all of your opinion, right? A lot of people were saying about the running defense for the Cowboys, but what about them?
Oh, look at the
Do you want the camera?
It's Mike Bull.
It's old Mikey Bull.
Mikey Bull.
Yeah.
Hold on, he's getting in the seat.
Yo, guys.
Mike, what's happening?
How you doing?
Let's go, Cowboys.
How you doing, mate? You doing all right?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great. Good to see you.
It's like you've traveled all the way in America just to talk to us back here.
Yeah, I know. That's terrible. I mean, I've had such a terrible time. Minnesota was cold, and that stadium was freezing. It was freezing because there were so many empty seats.
Did you stay beyond the end of the game as well, just to soak it up a bit more at US Bank?
We did not move until the final whistle, and it was good. And we gave them some crap. It was fabulous. And I did feel sorry for all the PFUFA Minnesota guys because they looked after us so well. But
yeah.
Sorry, can I say that?
Game's the game. Game's the game.
Yeah. Did you meet any UK Vikings fans out there?
Any more UK? No, we got interviewed by Channel 4 News while we were in the tailgate.
Wow.
Shut up.
Nice. I like it.
So, we didn't meet any more Brits.
No.
I'm looking forward to you getting your ass out here.
Oh yeah, I'm flying out next week.
I know, and then we'll be back for the Texans. So I'll see you then.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is fabulous. I mean, I feel like I'm at home, but I'm glad I'm not.
Robert,
mate. There is nothing but rain and thunder and lightning, high winds. It is really going on down here.
No, I don't really. It's bloody gorgeous here.
Longhorn.
Long Johns.
Oh,
To be
Long
fair,
Johns. Oh, Long Johns.
it was very, very, very cold in Minnesota.
Oh
You
man.
brought the cold and the rain here, though.
Well, yeah.
Following you.
Yeah, I know. We'll bring it home for you, boys. I'll bring you some rain home on Friday.
Just bring the victory too. Come on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Another 40-pointer tomorrow would be nice.
I think we're going to get
Is that what you reckon, Mike? Do you reckon it's going to go for a 40 burger?
I think it'll be closer. It depends on this mystery flu.
I know.
Yeah.
But we were just talking about the Giants practice report, Mike. They have 7 players out, which include most of their offensive line, defensive backs, and they're missing wide receivers.
That's a shame, isn't it? I mean, my heart bleeds for them. It really does.
So,
I mean,
at the moment, their options are Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones running it on his own.
yeah, if we can shut the rundown game, then that's pretty much it. They're one-dimensional. There's no one to throw to. He's not going to get any time in the pocket if we get him on that in that sort of pass offense. So here's hoping we can fill that hole.
Saquon Barkley is all who they got. They don't have anyone else.
Yeah. So if we can fill that hole and stop that man, then we win the game, I think.
Yeah.
As they say on the website, the keys to success.
Yes.
So here's the question: how do you stop Barkley?
Well, any way you can.
That's the more generalised answer.
Yeah, I don't care where they grab him. They just need to grab him. All right.
No, certainly.
Just tackle him.
Get him down. Yes, indeed. My arm got tired. Yes, indeed. Here we go. We're live at Cowboys Experience. We're having not a good time. We're having a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Let's have more great time and fun. We got Sam Williams over there, Kenny the Shark. We are live, as they say. You saw the wild turkey earlier?
I saw the wild. I've got a picture with the wild turkey.
Wow.
I got a picture with the horse. Hey, if they don't watch out, I'm going to ride the horse out of here, I tell you.
Why not? Why not, mate?
And I might take one of those cheerleaders with me. I'm telling you.
Oh.
If you hang around, they're going to be right here.
Mate. Oh man.
We'll give it a bit of giveaway, but we got some of those cheerleaders coming on the show.
Oh man. Well, if you want to guest stop me there, then look me up.
Yeah.
It depends. You might be on the plane.
just to let everyone else who is watching right now, just to let everyone know who Mike is. So Mike Bill's been a long time Cowboys fan, part of the UK Cowboys fan group as long as we have been, and he's been there from the very get-go as well. So first met Mike back in 2014 outside Wembley, and then since then I met him up back in Kansas and met him back at the Thanksgiving game last year as well. So it's always good to kind of see us flying over across the pond to see our Cowboys play. So be sure to go and hit Mike up on his Twitter and stuff like that. We'll post his wee handler and stuff like that. Everyone will be following that. Also, if you're a West Ham fan, you will love him as well.
I just like
to
share a little here as well. I mean, if any of you ever see Paul Stewart on tour, he's one big ass mother. I'll tell you what, and he wears that skirt really well.
No.
You're right there. You're right there.
I'm going to tell you a little story. Don't try grabbing it, because someone tried grabbing it and he was not happy bunny.
Yeah, that happened in New Orleans. Yes, and
that was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, I almost got huckled for it.
Yeah, and a girl at a bar the year before, not the year before, but the year before that.
It was actually 2017. Actually, it was an Eagles fan that tried to lift up my kilt. I was like, you have no privilege of accessing that head.
And he looks the absolute bomb while he's out here, guys. He really does. And he's as true a fan as I am. So, fair play. I've got to say that because he bought my tickets this year. So,
absolutely, man. The great seats, man. I cannot wait. So, Gucci, what's happening at Cowboys XP right now? So, what's happening there? There's a lot there.
Yeah.
Hey.
Styling and profiling.
Yeah.
This is what we do. It is a great time here
Cowboys Experience.
Gucci, I think your microphone's just turned off again.
We just had a raffle, guys.
Yeah, we go.
There we go. We could hear you. We could hear you a bit.
We could actually hear you going through Mike's microphone.
That's how loud.
Working to all that, and nobody heard me.
No, we did hear you, but just not enough.
We just had a really good raffle here, guys. Some big ass bloke won 3 thongs. I mean, 3 Dallas Cowboys thongs, and he was a big fella.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't like to see him on it.
I'm sorry. I need more context here. What?
There's a raffle going on, right? So we've all
right.
in the raffle, and one of the prizes was 3 Dallas Cowboys thongs. I don't want to be in his bedroom tonight. I'm telling you.
No, definitely.
I would have started putting them on right now. I would just be like, right, they're going on.
We were all pretty disappointed. He just didn't rip them out of the packet on the stage, to be fair.
I would have done that. 100%.
It could be worse.
Oh yeah, the shark. The shark was at its I'll tell you, he was busting some moves. The old shark.
Oh, he still got it, man.
The shark was pretty good, wasn't he?
That was me.
Oh, in which case he was rubbish, honestly. I wouldn't pay to see him again.
Literally, I believe that I was the shark doing my best, if you know what I mean.
The shark did the worm. I mean, come on.
They forced me. They forced me to do the word. Don't tell anybody I'm here. In fact, tell everybody I'm here. Oh man, it's a fun experience here. Family friendly. It's always a great experience out here. You got your Mike Williams over there. I can't remember who's all over there. I can't even see. I need to grow some inches like Too Tall Jones. I'll be able to see everybody, but man, it's a great time here. It's always a great time. I love coming out here working with Law, and we talk to everyone. My first time meeting you, what's your name again?
Mike.
Yeah. First time meeting you, what's your name again? Oh,
that's cool. I don't remember yours either, so that's fine.
Matt. They call me Gucci. Not the clothes, not even the rapper. Oh man, but it's a fun experience, man. I love it. I love it coming out here. I had to actually, for Kenny the Shark, I dressed up as a shark for his birthday today, and I danced on stage for him in a shark outfit. I even took a bite out of crime. Hey, I even took a bite out of crime on his shoulder. Hold on.
He had a dance off with a turkey.
What's happening?
Oh
my God.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I don't know where I'm going to put it.
In your glasses. In your glasses.
He had a dance off with a turkey on stage. I mean, that's fame.
Yeah. What, for the turkey?
Well,
hey, leave that turkey alone. After you see how that turkey was moving, I don't think that turkey's a Cowboy fan.
So guys, you're just going to have to let Jamie know. I'm sure, is he listening, Jamie?
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Jamie. There's 2 really hot ex-cheerleaders here, Sunshine. I mean, woo!
Well, he's actually asked you to bring one back, Mike. So
I'll tell you what, if I bring one back, she's not making it to Leeds.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm being shouted out now.
Yeah, there we go.
Go on then.
So like we say, guys, see when you do go with Cowboys Experience, you do
This is what you get.
Absolute royalty.
Yeah.
Like you're put in the spotlight, you're well praised. Everyone wants to talk to you. Like, in fact, Mike, give your how's your experience being with Cowboys Experience? They do treat you like royalty, don't they?
It's great, and people over here who I've sort of sold my tickets to, I've given them Barry's name and number and got them involved. So I've had a couple of people come here as well. So, I mean, nobody said it's not good. Everyone said it's great. So, and it's something to do. It's something different to do as well. It adds to the experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't get to meet players every day. I mean,
I know, especially for us, like because we're like 5,000 miles away to get the opportunity to meet these players and interact with them, like just for that 5 minutes, it means a hell of a lot. So,
and hey, decent players there, yeah. I mean, Sam Williams is going to be some player.
Oh yes, absolutely, definitely.
Yeah,
we're hoping to get Sam Williams on the show at some point later today. But
so everybody, get your questions ready.
Yeah, get your questions in. We did tell you we were having a special guest.
Yep. Well, it wasn't me, so it must be somebody else. So that's fine. Yeah.
Oh,
Who said you're not special, Mike? Don't put yourself down like that.
I'm more special needs than special, to be fair.
That is a great comment. Every time you use the code, an Eagles fan cries. Yes.
Use the code.
Cry, baby. Yes, sir. Yes.
I love it. I love that comment.
What we like to do now is score prediction.
Oh, you're going for a score prediction already?
Yeah.
No. Let's go for it. Let's go for it.
All right. Okay.
Mike, you gonna go first, Paul?
All right. I put a prediction in. Mine was 31-14.
Okay. 51.
31.
Oh,
31.
Hey, it could be 51 now, you know.
It could be.
All right, 31. All right, who's next? Go ahead.
I'm going Cowboys 38, Giants 17.
38-17. Okay.
And I'm going 42-10.
Oh, I like that. I like that. If that happens, I'll see.
On top.
Lord, if that happens, I'll see 2 40-point games and I'll go home a very happy man.
So our good friend Joe from Italy, who's watching all the way from Italy.
You got Italy in the house.
You've got Italy in the house. He's going Cowboys 45, New York Midgets 10. And Taffy Apple, Taffy Apple went 43 to 6. Mike, I'll sort the comments, mate.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, I don't know who was doing
I think that was me, Paul. Sorry.
All right.
So
6, and Jamie just mentioned the Cowboys will not lose. I am not doubting him ever again after the Vikings. So
shame on you, Jamie Smith. Shame on you.
He predicted the Vikings to beat us.
Shame on you, Jamie.
I know.
May the Leeds Rhinos lose every game next season.
Hey,
so I'm going to stick with the Cowboys' average score, roughly, which was 30 points. Yeah,
30 points.
Yeah. 30 points over the last so many games. I'm going to stick with 30, and I'm going to go 17. 30-17.
30-17.
Yeah.
All right, Gucci, your turn. Score prediction. No, actually, I'm going to go with 31-14. Okay,
all right.
Okay. I'm actually going to go with that. I can see that. I'm going to go 35. 13. Come on, 35-13. Let's go. Okay.
So here's the thing. Nearly every one of us have got like almost a 20, like 15 points advantage, like in terms of points difference. It's like kind of 15 or above. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think on most gambling sites they've got the Cowboys winning by 9, so it's a 2-score game. Yeah.
So guys, much as you guys are extremely attractive men, I have a group of my friends here who are probably wondering where the hell I am. Plus the fact there's 2 really attractive cheerleaders up on the stage that I paid to see, and I'm not looking at them right now. So
go ahead. What's your name again?
Mike.
All right, Law's my name. Appreciate you, man.
It's really good to see you guys, and enjoy the game at home. And all I can say is I'm glad it's the afternoon here, and I don't have to stay up till 1 a.m. So fair play.
There is that too. Yeah.
I'll catch you later.
Right,
I'll speak to you again. All right, Mike.
I'll see you when I'm over there, mate. All right.
See you then.
Yeah, bro.
Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys.
Thank you, brother.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, Mike. Thank you.
As you see, everybody are Cowboys family. That's what you see.
Yeah.
Here
All right.
we go. Let's get into it then, Law.
Let's get right with it. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. So with that being said, hey, we are not having a good time. We're having a great time out here at Cowboys Experience. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Hey, we already plucked the turkey. Now let's go pluck the giants.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go do some giant slaying.
Yeah. We're gonna pluck those. We're gonna pluck them, man.
Let's go.
Yes, indeed.
Oh man.
Are you still alive? Are you still hear him? Y'all still hear him?
Yep.
You're one now. You're one.
I'm one now.
You're one. Okay.
They can hear me. Last time they couldn't hear me because somebody.
Yeah, we hear you perfectly loud and clear, Richie.
Somebody put it on mute. But hey.
Ah!
Man.
All right then. So let's get into the ways the Cowboys can win on offense. Because right now, I'm saying Dak is on fire. Like we're seeing a true form Dak. Since he's come back from injury, it's getting progressively better and better. Do we think it can get any better for Dak, or do we think that last week that was the pinnacle, that was the height?
I don't know how you can get any better than 3 balls dropping on the ground. That's all. I mean, and I think the main thing as well is as long as we keep him within his boundaries, so 25 passes. You're not asking him to throw for 30, 40 passes. You're not on him in its entirety. Then, it should be a good game for him.
Yeah.
No doubt. Hey, I'm going to give you guys my keys to the victory, and my guy over here is going to give the keys to the victory as well.
Yep.
All right. I just look at it like this. The Cowboys can win this game if they control the TOP. Time of possession for those who don't know. Keep Dak Prescott 24 to 27 attempts of throwing the ball. That's the secret sauce. The Cowboys are 26-4 when they do that, by the way. And let Ezekiel Elliott touch the ball. He's going to block everything. That's my third key for at least 10 attempts. But most importantly, feed Tony Pollard.
Yes.
Feed him. Give him anywhere between 10 to 15 touches, and baby, we're going to win this game exactly like we did last week.
Absolutely.
Hey, for me, simple as this. Take care of the football. No turnovers. Dak, Tony, it don't matter. Take care of the football. And defense, 3 and out. Let's get more 3 and outs. We don't want them driving this long. We don't want our defense on the field that long. Let's just go ahead and just get them on out. And offense, take care of the ball, and let's go ahead and give it to that 2-headed snake. We know our boy Dak. We know. Take care of the football, what he can do. Go ahead and give it to CD Lamb too. But as I say, take care of the football and do what you've been doing with that formula of running the ball. Oh, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Don't see nothing wrong with it. Yeah.
So what if, I know Paul will have a question, but what about this, right? I was thinking about this watching the Vikings game. People are talking about the run defense for Dallas. What if the answer, the key to helping the Cowboys defense on run is the offense to just keep scoring?
Yeah.
TOP.
Mentally, that's mentally for your offense to find like that and your defense to kind of go out. It's like just being in control just can play a massive part in how you perform on the field. So absolutely, mate, I agree with that.
Makes them one-dimensional because, when you look at this, when you look at the defense, they're really well set up to rush the passer, play against the pass. So why not put that strength in the defense so the Cowboys get ahead and let the defense just take control of that side?
Yes, indeed. I agree.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. And that's how I think is the best way to go out there and defeat them. But let's talk on the defensive side, though. Micah Parsons obviously picked up an injury in the last game where he got rolled up on the ankle, and he has shown up on the practice report. Obviously, you guys are there in America. Have you heard much about Micah Parsons' injury? Mike McCarthy has said there's nothing wrong with it, but any news that end?
No, Michael Parsons is ready to play. He's not going to fold up. He's ready. Sounds of the sidelines. The Cowboys released that document or video yesterday, and you can see how hungry Parsons is to get out there on the field, as well as Trayvon Diggs. So those guys are going to be ready tomorrow. They got that youth on them. You know, they're ready to play. No injuries at all. He practiced the other day.
Yeah, definitely.
I think even with Micah Parsons, it can be DNP, play on Thursday. You know, so that guy, you literally have to lock him in a cage and to stop him from playing.
Yeah. What is crazy is, I don't know if you've seen the sack rankings for like the last 10 years. Yeah, I think everybody's seen that. And it's like, at this stage of the season, the most was 37, and the Cowboys are at 42 sacks.
Like eight more than second place, right?
Yeah. And this is going up against an offensive line that is missing parts, that has injuries on it. And this defense, I think, is just going to swarm all over it. And they cannot handle the stunt. And Dan Quinn stunts his defensive lineman more than any other team in the NFL.
I'm going to make a bold prediction in this one. Like,
go on then.
You know, like, he's not really had the best of seasons. Like, he's had some good bits of performances there and there, which is Neville Gallimore. But I think with this, I know it's questionable, but I think he will make a statement in this game. I think he'll actually help quick into the pocket and get 2 sacks in this game. And
yeah.
Most certainly.
Well, I mean, that's Neville Gallimore's forte. You know, him rushing the passer from the 3-tech position is really what he's there to do.
Yeah.
He's the beast at it. But yeah, go on, Lord. Yeah, give us a bold prediction on the defense.
I'm gonna say we get 9 sacks this week. I think everybody's gonna feast. The fact that this offensive line that we're going up against is pretty porous at the best of times, and you're talking about them. A lot of second stringers are going to be playing. I mean, this is going to be a long day for that Giants offense. To be honest, they're not going to be on the field that long, but it's going to be a long day for them. And Daniel Jones, you better be wrapped in bubble wrap.
So, all right then, guys, over at Law and Gucci. So, Lorna said that they're going to get 9 sacks on defense. That's his hot take. What is your hot take on defense?
I like that.
I mean, if we can get 9 sacks, that would be phenomenal. And on top of that, they are banged up. The Giants' offensive line is banged up, right? So, I mean, we can find ways to get to the quarterback, Danny Jones, man. Boy, I can see 10. We can see 10 sacks, you know? I can see 10. I can see 10 sacks.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think it could potentially be an NFL?
Do we have any more? Do we have any more for more than 10 sacks? More than 10 sacks, anybody?
Oh, we got Santa Claus, man.
Oh. Yeah, so as you can see there, guys, that's everyone queuing up for the meet and greet, meeting up with Sam Williams, Kenny Gann, everybody else there. And I don't know if is that tattoo mark I see over the back?
Yeah, it is.
Law, see it? Is that tattoo mark dressed up as Santa Claus?
Yeah, tattoo 100%. Mark, the Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. I see him. Yeah.
He stands out a mile, doesn't he?
Yeah. And we just saw Michael Tovar just walking past there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant, man. Right, so what do you think, Mike? What do you think in terms of Danny Dimes? Do you think the RPO is still a big concern?
More the rushing, the yards he can put on the ground, because that's really what's been the difference.
Yeah.
In Daniel Jones last season and this season, it seems to be that not just that he's more effective on the ground, they've also decided to put in, it's baked into their playbook now, where they've gone, oh, we can actually use him on the run, kind of like what the Bears have done with Justin Fields, where they decided they've gone, let's actually add plays that utilize his legs. So that's been the difference. So it's it sets up RPOs and play action, but it's more. They need to put, like I said it last time, this is a good game where we could have had Anthony Barr, that chase down linebacker.
Yeah. Just a card on top of that then. I think with Daniel Jones, I think he's got like a fail-safe. If the pocket collapses, he'll look for that first exit to move upfield because no one expects it. But we do have a question from Joseph Terrell. I do apologise if I do not announce your name correctly. Do we do Thanksgiving? Not traditionally, but we do celebrate it because we love the tradition of it. We love what Thanksgiving represents. And also it's the Cowboys. So we do. And we're not all English, by the way.
It's a day of Cowboys football.
Just so you know, I'm Scottish, Lord's Scottish, and Mike's Welsh. So we're all part of the UK. So we're not all English.
Who drew with USA in the World Cup?
Yeah. Oh, you had to throw that in there, didn't you? Who do we have here? This fine gentleman.
All right, come on in. They asking who you are. Let them know.
Oh, how you doing, gentlemen? Dallas Cowboy Nation. America's team. My name is Oscar Ramos. I am on Radio Metroplex. It's an international radio live stream show. Nice. And I talk about the Dallas Cowboys. And, of course, we talk about the game and then the prior game and the game we're fixing to play. How's everybody doing?
We're doing great, man.
We're all good.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hold it down for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course.
So how long have you been doing this for then, Oscar?
I've been loving Dallas Cowboys since I was 9 years old. And as far as I can remember, sir, I what can I say? I fell in love with the team. I fell in love with the color. I fell in love with the star. I fell in love with the game because it's a manly game,
Absolutely.
And the second manly game would be soccer. But no, sir. I started doing a lot of events, helping players. Houston players like I'll bring him up. God rest his soul. Jerry Bornox. Jerry Bornox played with the in the '76, I believe, with the Houston Oilers. So I would help him, like Lincoln Coleman and such other wonderful teammates out there, former Dallas Cowboys, do events. So I got into the. I'm trying to say hello, everybody. So I got into this sports, this lovely sports that we have here. And like I said, I love talking about the game, about the player, the atmosphere, the fans, everything like that.
So what's your score prediction for the game?
What's my score prediction? I said it on my show. I do my show on Monday night, and it's at 9 Central here in Arlington, Texas. We're right there close to the Texas Stadium. So our window is overlooking the most wonderful view we have. We got of course, AT&T Stadium, the Texas old school Ranger Stadium. We have the new Ranger Stadium and the Texas Live. But my prediction, fellas, is, to me, it's 30-17.
Oh, okay.
That's my prediction. Cowboys 30, Giants. Because as we know, we played them September 26th. And guess who got a big bite out of that game? Come on, you guys know. Cooper Rush. Yeah. Cooper Rush played that game, It started out slowly, but it's okay. It's okay as long as we win that game.
Yeah, well, there's a good point. We were missing a lot of key starters, like Javon Curse as well. We were still trying to learn to live without Tyron Smith as well. And
sir.
yet the Cowboys still got the win. Now the Cowboys come into this game with Dak Prescott, Jalen Curse. We've got Tony Pollard on the rise. Defensive players. Some are obviously
Tony's been taking a big chunk, a big play out of all these games we've recently been having. Since Elliott got hurt, Tony's been the man.
And do you know what I like with Tony Pollard is the introduction of the wheel route, because that's been really important. And you see him using that wheel route, absolutely deafens, the opposing defense.
Yes, sir. And of course, we got Zeke back. I'm hoping big things for this game tomorrow. I'll be honest, we haven't won a Thanksgiving Day game, It's been a minute, and I would love to see them win.
That's going to change, though. That's going to change.
This is it. Baby. This is the time. This is the day tomorrow for everybody to have a good, happy Thanksgiving for that game.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Oscar. So I've been to 2 Thanksgiving games in my life for the Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
And one was the Chargers in 2017, and last season against the Raiders.
And tomorrow night, fellas, it's Dak's time to take a bite of that pie. Because last time it was Cooper, this time it's Dak.
And just as a little fact, Dak Prescott is actually 9-0 against the Giants as a starter.
Yes, sir. It is
That's
true.
crazy.
And that's why I'm it's a big yes for me. Of course, Dallas Cowboys wins. It's like, remember when we were gonna play the Cheeseheads, Packers? I always call them Cheeseheads. We were very assured that we were gonna win that game.
Yeah.
And predictions went wrong. And
do you think we
can always blame it on coaches, on bad staff, bad calls, but all in all, we're supposed to be playing 100%, no matter what.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So that way they won't come back at us that it was, they didn't call this, they didn't make this call, they didn't throw it right, it was not catchable, and it keeps going and going, sir.
Here's the thing. Do you think we kind of I wouldn't say underestimated, but do you think we were a bit overconfident going into that Packers game?
Complacent.
Yeah. And with that loss, it certainly lit a fire under our ass, and basically we basically just absolutely balled out against Minnesota. So if we can keep up that consistency,
on that game, guys, Minnesota.
Oh my God!
My Lord!
Could you imagine if we played like that every single week? Everyone will be up in arms, trailing about. It's like that's when
and nobody would be Ben Wagner.
Oh.
jumping on and off out of the wagon.
Yeah, absolutely.
We do have those fans that they get mad and they take off that shirt, or they do crazy things with them.
Yeah,
that's not a true fan, and you should never.
Yes,
do
I am
things
so
like
happy.
That.
I'm so happy you said that, because
you should never.
You should never ever put your jersey in the trash or anything like that. We've seen that, some people doing that for clout.
Skip Bayless.
Yeah, not to mention names, but yeah, Skip Bayless, we're watching you.
We can mention that one.
Yeah, you're not a real Cowboys fan, personally, I don't think. But hey ho.
And I want to share this little thing with you guys. I was at a pregame sports legend in I believe it was in Dallas on Maple. I think the place is called Maple Landing, if I'm not mistaken. And they had Danny White there, legend player, know. And then they had Ed Too Tall Jones also out there. So this brings me back to my mind and thought that Ed Too Tall says, I don't know what's wrong with these players nowadays, that the first time I ever saw a player take off their shirt and then the other player takes off their shirt, I was like, I don't know what they're talking about. When I was playing the football, if we were caught doing that, we would be benched.
Yeah.
And I know it's courtesy, and I know it's respectable, for each player. I mean, I guess decades changes, and we change with it.
Yeah,
yes, sure. No doubt, I'm back.
I definitely think there's definitely been I wouldn't say evolution with the game of football. There's definitely been several changes to the game, for sure.
Yep.
Some bits are better for the better, but some parts are definitely for the worse. So I think we're now in that weird transition. It's like trying to find that balance, and especially when it comes to like the refereeing side of things right now. So
I think the biggest change is obviously free agency. You've got guys that have been on multiple teams and don't have that allegiance. Where you go back to like the 70s, and if you've read Mickey Spagnola's book about the Cowboys Redskins rivalry of the 70s and things like, Harvey Martin picking up a wreath and taking it to the Redskins locker room and chucking it in because he thought that somebody from the Redskins had left it for them. That sort of thing, and the guys that ended up getting traded away to Washington, to Philadelphia, or anything like that, there was a big hatred of those guys. And, it was like 1 minute you're a brother, and then the next minute you're completely excommunicated. I think it's all changed because of the fact that, guys are only there for 2 or 3 years. And then the next contract comes up and they're off somewhere else.
No doubt. Yes, indeed. That's good stuff, man. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to shut this one down, and we're going to pick it back up on the other stream. But I appreciate you guys so much, man, all the way from the UK. Man, my heart to you guys. Happy Thanksgiving from Cowboys Experience, Law Nation Sports, Gucci, and then as well as Oscar Ramos. Gucci way over the other side. You know what I'm saying? There we go.
Here we go.
There he is. There he is.
We're going to stay in good spirits. And then also, do y'all do eggnog over there?
Yeah, I make my own eggnog.
Oh, yeah. Hey, let's drink responsibly, right? But appreciate y'all so much, man. Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
Right. Well, they will be back in a bit.
Yeah, they will be back, and we will have guests coming on as well. So, guys, please get your questions in. And we do apologise with the noise; it is pretty loud there. We did say it's an experience over there, and I'm not exaggerating. So, so you may have saw some of the super fans there. There was Slim with the Tucky. There was Tattoo Mart was there. There was quite all those guys there, like all in their get up, and like we mentioned, Sam Williams is there. Kenny Gant's there. So we'll get in touch with Barry. He'll come back on, and we'll get some likes of those guys coming on. But yeah, it was so. New York. You still there, mate?
Terrible town.
Yes, that is. Yeah, I am. My internet is really bad because with everything that's going on outside. One of the reasons Rich isn't here is the weather.
Yeah, we're not exaggerating. It's like a tinfoil internet connection down there. No disrespect, not just taking the Mickey here, Mike, but you can see why Mike looks not as happy as usual because of the internet connections. Because you can see he's got that little bit of frustration on his face. So we do apologize.
Well, you'll battle through, as they say. But as long as the audio's working, the rest is fine.
Yeah, so we've got plenty of comments are coming in. No, I think you're maybe a wee bit delayed there, Mike. And
he's still moving.
He's still moving. He's still there.
I am still here, kind of.
Yeah, there's like a 4-second delay there.
Oh.
Yep. So this is the entertainment tonight, folks. You've got a 4-second delay in our conversation tonight because of internet issues. Unfortunately, because of the weather and stuff like that. But we will get I think, don't know, maybe worthwhile Mike just maybe kind of reset, kind of jump off and jump back in again, just kind of reset it. So, but yeah, just kind of like while Mike's trying to sort that out, I'm just trying to think
We
of
need
all
to
the.
screenshot that picture.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah. Hold on, I think Mike's just coming back in now, and there he is. Are you there?
Hey. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
There we go. Yeah, the one day where you don't want the internet to be really bad when you're doing like a international stream is when we get a storm and it all goes wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. What I'll do is I'll. So, Mike, what else do we still need to cover so far for this game? I think we're still delayed.
It's okay. I kind of am. I'm making out what you're saying, but we'll battle. Do you guys want to do the fantasy segment? Should we get into that?
Yeah, I don't see why
Yeah,
not.
let's get that done.
Mike's having issues there. Yeah. Yeah, you can tell tonight's just it's supposed to be a really big event tonight, and we're having so many issues with the internet and stuff like that. And so while Mike still trying to resolve his internet, we'll go through the fantasy lounge. So let me pop that up. And so guys, if you're new to the show and haven't played the fantasy lounge, we'll bring up the fantasy football scores. Was it based on the end? Was it PPR?
It's half PPR, I think.
So half PPR. That's what it's based on. If you're into your fantasy football, you all know what that means. But what we want you to do is, when we announce the scores, we just want you to say either higher or lower, or you would say boy oh boy or oh boy, whatever you want to say as a positive or negative. So, and we'll keep note of that. And but yeah,
and
so
split or even.
Oh yes, yes.
On,
So if you say, for example, that Prescott was 15 points, and you think, oh, that's actually quite accurate, I think that might be so. You have a level of breathing space. So if you say, I think it's 15 points, so even if it's 16 points or 14 points, that's within the split. So 1 point above and below is still within the split. So with that being said, let me see. Which Cowboys player? So Dak Prescott, he is win 19.6 points. Oh,
I'm going to go higher on that. I think he's controlling the ball. I think we're going to have the ability to run on these guys. Jalen Smith's. We're facing off against Jalen Smith, so there won't be too many swipes going on. And I think that's going to feast. So I'm going higher.
Yeah, I am with you on that one. And overwhelmingly, everyone's already kicking in over baby from Labarski. Jamie says, boy, oh boy. And Joe has went higher. So yeah, I'm definitely going higher than that. Mike, are you all good?
Kind of.
Well, that was actually a better response, like rather than waiting 4 seconds.
Yeah. It's been bad. It's been bad. You know when it's bad? When you do a speed check and your 4G is faster than your Wi-Fi.
Yeah. So Craig Barbers also went higher, and we've actually got a good question for him when Sam does eventually come onto the show. We will get him on at some point.
Let me double check. I will send a message while you guys are doing that.
Yep. So next up we have CD Lamb, 16.5 points.
Yeah, I'm again higher on that one. I think there's a level of comfort there. He's developing into the number one role, and he's getting stronger as season's going on. I think a couple of touchdowns quite easily.
I'm going to say even. Right, so I think it might be like. So was it 16.5? Is that what it? I'm just waiting for it.
Yes, it is. It's 16.5.
Yeah, so I think it'll be split. Like, so I think it'll be like just above 17 points, but not above 17 and a half. So, so in the comments we've got Joe has went even, Jamie's went higher, Labasti's went higher, and Craig has just went lower just. So I'm actually just curious though, Craig, if you're saying lower just, are you talking about within a point or more than 1 point? So if you're within a point, then it's more of a split. If it's anything more than 1 point, then yeah, that will be deemed as lower. So just to kind of clarify the split rule for the Fantasy Lounge here.
Yes, because you can't. If it is, use that to your advantage.
Yeah. Within a point. Yeah. So that will be a split.
It's going to even.
Yeah. So that'll be a even split. So
that's a point either way. So
yeah,
it
point
helps
either way.
Yep.
Yeah. So that will help you out. Yep.
All right. But here's an interesting one. This is the first time we've done the Fantasy Lounge, and I haven't used Ezekiel Elliott's points because Tony Pollard is projected to have nearly double what Zeke's projected.
I think that's the first. Yeah, it seems like the first time ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both players have been playing. So,
yeah. And ironically, last week both had 15 touches. Both had 15 rushing attempts. But here it is, Tony Pollard, guys. RB1, 17.1 fantasy points. That's actually something like the fifth ranked running back in fantasy points this week.
Yeah, I think it's going to be more of a split as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll go split. I'll go split on that one. I think.
Yeah.
He took off last week. If he's still flying, then great. But yeah, even.
Okay. Let's look at Dalton Schultz then, guys, who has been quietly having some nice weeks. Not so much fantasy-wise, but what he's doing on the field for the Cowboys. 9.6 fantasy points coming in this week.
I'm gonna go just lower, just slightly over the point below. But we're seeing at the moment when we get into the red zone that we're looking for the other tight ends. I think obviously we know that Schultz is being keyed as a target for in the red zone, and I think that's why we're going to the other tight ends. So yeah, I'm going just ever so slightly lower than even. So it's
Paul.
Yeah. I'm going to say lower for Schultz. I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm all about Jake Ferguson right now, and I think Mike's just
take over a minute.
Yeah. I think Mike's just getting onto the phone with Barry right now to see about what's going on with the Sam Williams folks. So we will get that sorted. But so our Cowboys defense. So I didn't even bring up the comments there. So hold on a minute. So Labarski has went higher. Joe has went higher. So that higher must have been for Tony Pollard.
Yeah.
Joe went higher for Pollard, then lower for Schultz, and even from Craig for Schultz. Okay, so now I'm all catched up now, so I do apologize. Just so many things are going on right now.
Right. So let's look at the Cowboys defense. This was a bit of a weird one for me, but 7.3 fantasy points, guys.
Well, I've already gone on the record. I said 9 sacks, so it's up.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And I tell you why it doesn't make sense is when we go to the Giants projected fantasy side now. I don't know. But yeah, go on then, Paul, hit us with it. What do people say on the defense?
I'm higher. I'm going way higher. Like I'm projecting picks and interceptions and a lot more sacks, especially against this weaker offensive line. So 100%. So and as you can see with the comments coming in right now, everyone's saying way higher right now. So definitely.
Yeah. All right. So this is why I find it weird. Ready for the Giants side?
Let's go.
Okay.
Go for it.
Right. So Daniel Jones, 16 fantasy points.
I'm going to say split.
Yeah.
Because I think with him, like with the ability of him escaping the pocket and running upfield, that will, because rushing yards adds more value than passing yards in terms of quarterbacks, in terms of fantasy football. So I think that will actually play a factor to that.
Yeah, I'm going to go split as well. I think even with the sacks, I think Jones is going to have probably about 50 or 60 yards again if we don't close off the lanes. So, question is, can he get the ball to the receivers, and can they catch to get some yardage as well? But yeah, split.
Okay, right. Saquon Barkley, 16 fantasy points.
I would love to say extremely lower. We just need to fight. It just really depends how well our defensive line play in terms of the run defense in this situation. But in fact, you know what? I am going to say lower, actually, because again, it kind of goes back to my previous point about their offensive line are really like they're in dire straits right now. Like they're in a lot of trouble. So I'm definitely going lower that one.
Yeah, lower for me as well. Unless the whole defensive line suddenly comes down with this flu or whatever it is they've got. I think you're still going to get contributions across the board. I don't see their offensive line getting out there and blocking our guys and stopping guys like Damone Clark getting in and flowing to the ball. So this is going to be a low game for.
Oh, that's a fair point, actually. Screen passing as well could be a factor as well.
He does. He does have. Saquon Barkley is very boom or bust when it comes to receiving game. If you look at his games, it'll be like receptions will be like 1, 7, 0, 9. It's really weird. They're up and down like a yo-yo. You understand the reasons why, game script and everything else, and how they utilizing in wide receivers. But for fantasy, it makes it really hard to project because it's like, well, what type of game are they going to go into? So yeah, it's it is a bit of
that's a great comment, Joseph. I'd give you props for that one.
So Wan'Dale Robinson, we said he's done. It looks like they're going to shut him down for the year, which means Darius Slayton is really their main and only target. Because let's be fair, Kenny Golladay has been there a while on big bucks and hasn't done a sausage.
We knew that when he signed.
Oh yeah,
like we knew.
I think we spoke about it on your Paul.
Yeah, we spoke about it when we heard the news, and we're like, wait, he's went for how much?
Yeah,
it's like he was pretty much a wide receiver number 3 at times at Detroit. Like sometimes he would be a number 2, but he was never.
Still hasn't scored a touchdown for them.
Nope.
And I mean, in some respects, that just goes to show how good Matthew Stafford was, in that Matthew Stafford obviously managed to play him into the game where, Daniel Jones hasn't. They've never had that connection.
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one because I actually like Kenny Golladay, the wide receiver. I just don't like whatever's happened since he's moved to New York.
But he's definitely not a wide receiver number 1. Put it that way.
No.
He's more like that in that Michael Gallup range.
Yeah, like he'll be like primarily a number 2, but he'll be if someone's been outperforming, then he can be utilized as a number 3.
Yeah.
Best example as well is Alvin Harper when he left. The boys went to Tampa Bay, did nothing in Tampa Bay as a number 1, came back and had another couple of productive years as a number 2 for us.
Yeah, he kind of like that's what his footing was. He found that's what it is. Yeah, very true. But anyway, Darius Slayton, 11.3 fantasy points. This is where it all goes squiff. See, this is why the defensive score, Daniel Jones's score, and what you'll see between this and the tight end doesn't really tally up.
Yeah, I just don't see it. I really don't see how. Like, it's the passing yards. I don't really see it. I think it's more going to be more. In fact, I might have even changed my score prediction now that I'm more thinking about it. I don't even think the Giants are really going to score that much.
Score, yeah. What it's all based on is Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. I just don't. I don't feel threatened at all from the wide receiver core. I don't. Maybe it's just me being overconfident. I don't know, but I'm saying lower.
Yeah, I'm going to go lower as well. I just don't see, without the offensive line, Daniel Jones isn't going to have the time to pass the ball, and the receivers aren't going to get open. If Slayton's your main guy, then obviously that's likelihood that's who Diggs will be up against. Anthony Brown, I think, came back from the concussion protocol last week. Actually had quite a good game as well. He had 2 passes defended, so. If he can still build on that, and you're talking about it being on turf, you're not talking about it being on grass, and there's no question marks over what cleats to wear or anything like that. So that takes that away.
Here's an added one as well, Lorne. Is think about this. He's going to be going up against Trayvon Diggs, who against Justin Jefferson allowed 3 catches for 19 yards.
And in 2 years, 5 catches for 55 yards, or 54, I think it is.
Something like that. Yeah, it's mid-50s. Yeah, and no touchdowns.
Yep.
Yeah. And now he's going up against Slayton, who is, should we say, not Justin Jefferson.
Who is arguably, well, I don't know if you want to say that, with his past 2 games. I wouldn't say he was the best wide receiver in the NFL with those last 2 games. But
you could argue he is, though. Yeah,
you can't argue it, but based on his last 2 performances, he's been pretty much been manhandled.
Yeah, he's been struggling certainly to try and beat press, that's for sure. But this is the next one that makes me laugh. So Bellinger's out with the obviously the broken bones in the face. He will be back soon, though. So in his replacement, Tanner Hudson is playing. He has scored a touchdown this year. No, sorry, it was the other guy. I forget his name. KG or something, his last name. Anyway, Tanner Hudson, 2.6 fantasy points. Bear in mind, you get half a point or if you're playing PPR, but this is half PPR. So you get half a point for a reception. So basically they're saying he's going to get a catch that is not going to go for a first down in this game.
Well, because it's so ridiculously low, I'm going to go higher. But
that's
he's going to get 4 points.
Like you would think, think like, like if he just like accidentally catches something for a first down, he's got more than that. What do you reckon, Paul?
Sorry, I'm a wee bit distracted. So are we on the defense here, or are we on?
No. Tanner Hudson, the tight end, the backup tight end. I think he's actually the backup to the backup for New York Giants. He's 2.6 fantasy points.
So that's 26 yards essentially.
Bear in mind, but I add the half PPR as well. So you could say like 2 catches for a first down.
Yeah, I'm going to say slightly higher.
Yeah.
It's going to be less than 5.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Even if it was 5, you think
Still
he's probably gone for like he's gone for like 4. 4
catches, 35 yards,
a handful of first downs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what everybody says here. Yeah.
Well, Lebarski's going for a split.
Oh.
Why not? Why not?
Why not? Fair enough.
Go different.
In fact, he might even know set up. It's actually not questionable. Am I not right?
No, Hudson will play.
Hudson, right.
Yeah. Bellinger's out.
He's the only tight end they've got.
They do have. I can't try to remember his name. It's like something KG. He played for the New York Jets, I believe. I think.
Well, on the depth chart, they've only got Daniel Bellinger as number 1 and Tanner Hudson is number 2. They haven't got a 3 at the moment.
I think maybe perhaps
you'll be
that
ripping
guy is
into
like,
the.
yeah, I think the other guy, he's maybe a practice squad guy, so they'll bring him up when they want him to. I try it's something Cage, I believe, or KG, yeah, something like that. Anyway, Giants defense 5.7. Cager, that's it. 5.7. Did he play for the Jets before? If you look at it, can you see it at all? I believe it's the Jets.
He did. Yeah, he's the only guy on their roster that's wearing the Jets uniform instead of Giants uniform.
They literally just crossed the road to Kansas. You didn't even need to change stadiums. So the defense, 5.7 fantasy points.
So I still think the Giants still do have a good defensive front. I still think they do. I think they will still cause us some issues at some points of the game. They might force that to move out the pocket. So I'm going to say split.
On the basis that I've said we're going to get a 40 burger, I'm going to go lower.
Mm-hmm. All right, I like that. What have we got on scores on the doors out there, Paul?
So Craig Barbers went higher. Laboski's went split. No, sorry, I think that was based on the previous one. Joe's went even. Laboski's went lower. And Craig's went lower. So, yeah, so apologies there. So, we've got one even and 2 lowers for the New York Giants defense.
Nice. All right, then. Well, still trying to get hold of the guys over there. I mean, you could see.
I could see, so obviously Law is now doing his actual stream just now. So, he's kind of, I think they're having actual technical problems on his actual stream right now.
Yeah.
So,
They were having it with us, mind.
Yeah, so I think it's just a consistent issue, but we're trying to get in contact with Barry from Cowboys XP and try and get Sam on, even if it's just through the mobile phone or whatever, and that we'll still get him on. So,
yeah. We'll give it 5 more minutes, and I will try him again, and then we'll wrap it up because I have a turkey to prep and I've got chilies to stuff.
Yeah, so if we don't manage to get him on, we do apologize. We will make it up to you guys because we were really excited about this, but hopefully we can get him on.
They were having all the issues. You can rack it all up, Paul. You can what's the say? You can plan for a picnic, but you can't predict the weather.
That's very true. Well, that's after saying that, actually. But in fact, guys, and speaking a bit like Thanksgiving, see as how it's the season to share and stuff like that. What is everyone's plans for their Thanksgiving? Obviously, we're actually like I'm a big foodie guy, so and as is Mike, and I'm sure Lauren is as well. We do love our grub.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So guys, tell us what are you guys planning to do for your Thanksgiving food? Because we saw Joe saying he's gonna do a nice big pizza. Nothing wrong with that. I'm all for that.
He's in Italy, so it makes sense.
But yeah, guys. So for me, I'm not going to do any turkey tonight, but I'm going to do some mozzarella dippers. I'm going to do some bacon wrap beer can burgers.
Yes.
Like, you ever seen that video of the old bearded guys that do on YouTube and stuff like that?
I try to remember what they're called now.
Yeah, so you basically wrap a beef patty around a beer can and turn that into the mold, and you put in like stuffing like cheese and stuff like that, and wrap it around bacon. It looks like a volcano of a burger, pretty much.
Are they called something like Backyard Boys or something?
Yeah, something that's the Backyard Boys barbecue or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah. They do like crazy stuff.
And saying that, just seeing Labasti's comment. Yeah, if he does come on, you'll have to publicly apologize to him. No, I'll be the first one to apologize. Let's be assured. I'll be if Sam does come on, it's like I owe you an apology, sir. So I'll be the first one to say it.
they're having issues over there.
Yeah,
they're having big problems over there at the moment. So that's why they A, cut and run, and B, have struggled to get back to us. So there's all sorts going on over there, but I can imagine why, especially with their Thanksgiving, it's a very big deal. But I mean, go on. Sorry, Paul.
I'm just saying, like, I've got Law's stream on right now, and all I can see is a big, massive turkey. That's all I'm seeing right now. So it's just pandemonium. So this is what I mean, guys. So, like I said, the Cowboys Experience events, it's unique. It's unique. If you like, so this is why we're very proud to be part of, like them sponsoring us, and we're proud to be part of that. And we've known Barry since what, 2013?
Yeah,
at least like nearly 10 years we've known Barry, pretty much. So we go way back, and yeah, we're just happy to be part of it. And guys, like we say, we'll always do the shout out and the sponsor shout out and stuff like that. Be sure to go and check them out. If you're planning on to a game, be sure to go and check them out. Obviously, use the discount code UK Cowboys. So, we'll get the banner up.
Yeah, well, you're saying it.
Yeah, so as you can see, just like from the video footage from earlier on the show, this is pretty much what you'd get as well. Get the meet and greets. You see the Cowboys there, the dance strip, like players like Zach Martin, Charles Frederick there, Drew Pearson. He does show come to the events. Lincoln Coleman there, Gene Overcheck, and obviously Micah Parsons there. And obviously with today's event, we've got like Sam Williams there in Dallas there, and I'm not too sure who else is there right now, but I know Kenny Gant's there. So
he's always there.
Yeah, he's always there.
Yep.
He loves the interaction with the fans. So and obviously, and also be sure to go onto our Facebook page, guys, because we are doing a travel package or courtesy with Cowboys Experience. So, and this is we're all going to be part of it.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you think tonight was wild, then all of us being in one area together, it'll be absolutely mental. I think the Super Bowl party this year was just mental enough as it was.
Yeah.
As long as we're not in any hotel rooms with disco lights, I'll be happy.
I am purposely asking for some, by the way.
Yeah, just for the context for everybody watching right now. So the hotel that Mike got for when he came over,
I didn't even know it had those lights in it, Mike.
I know you didn't do that, but by God, it annoyed the living hell out of me because you had that,
especially when we hadn't slept.
I felt like just telling Mike just to STFU. Honestly, it was like. Because he was trying to like do like dance music on top of like flicking the right lights, and it's like red, green, and blue, like flashing over me. And it was like 4 or 5 a.m. Like I would have had an epileptic fit.
Gotta have the energy. You gotta keep going. If you stop, that's the end of it. But you know, I'm all about the energy.
Yeah, but still.
That was a fun weekend, but
well, did it have a mirror on the ceiling and a vibrating bed? I don't know what you would consider the vibrating bed, but no.
We did have a window that looked at a brick wall.
No, well, I had a brick wall over a view. That was it.
Can you have a room with a view? Yeah, it had a window that just looked at a brick wall.
A brick wall.
Brilliant stuff.
Absolutely
you can't get more Glasgow than that. No. But yes, and with the travel package, we got like so much planned for that. I mean, it's going to be like you just don't think it's just tickets to a game. There's plans to go. Included in the package is 2 UK Cowboys themed nights where we get to go out. We'll bring some players and staff along. We're going to go do that. There will be a competition night as well. Going to a college football game. Could be TCU or North Texas Mean Green. All depends. It's all about scheduling. We can't really plan it until we know what's going on.
I need to ask this.
Scoping out the bars that we're going to next week as well. So.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not safe for work, pretty much. I need to ask you, Labaski, in the comments here. lunch with family at rich cousin's mansion. I'm curious. Give us more context. Come on here, man.
He has a rich cousin.
Yeah.
He will watch the game when he leaves.
Oh man, I just want to know what you're having for lunch. That's what I want to know. I need more context. It's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yep.
Since when with the Versace family, your cousin or whatever? But yeah. But go on. Sorry, before we hit this.
Yes, yeah. I'm just trying to like catch up with everything else there. So yeah, I think what we will say, we do sincerely apologize for early on. We did try to get someone to come on, but obviously with the event going on live and stuff like that, so it's kind of out of our control because obviously we're like 5,000 miles away. So I hope you guys all understand, but rest assured we will try and refix this and try and get.
There is an easy way to fix this, Paul.
What?
Let them know about the special guests we have lined up in December.
Well, I don't want to get. No, you, Mike.
No, go on.
No.
Go on.
No.
Right. We have Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders coming on for a couple of weeks. A string of.
So you can imagine. You can imagine Jamie.
Yeah, he did get involved in this.
Funnily enough, Jamie was first to volunteer to set them up as well. So,
so that is set up. Go on.
I'm just amazed he's not blocked from them and muted on Twitter.
He was friends with a few, and ironically, a couple did end up blocking him. Do you remember this, Paul?
No.
Yeah, a couple did. He'll be here somewhere, and a couple he tried to get in touch and he couldn't get hold of them, and then it turned out that they were blocked.
Oh well, fair enough.
As you do.
Oh well, but yeah. So, but once again, guys, we do deeply apologise. But anyway, but with that being said, with the guests we've got lined up in December, with the former Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders coming onto the show, and many, many more, we'll see you for the post-game show on Tuesday, and I'll see if I can try and join then next week, because I'll be traveling while the show is going on, so I might jump onto the airport Wi-Fi or actually on the plane. On the plane, so I'll be traveling as I go along there. So, but anyway, guys,
I'll clear up some memory as well, so you can. There we go. Yeah, I remember Jimmy telling me. But anyway, I'll clear up some memory on this, so you can keep the recording if you're on the plane too. But we give Lorne the last word, and we'll get out of here. We'll see you all after Thanksgiving and during as well. So follow us and chat to us on there. And we'll see you on the other side.
Yeah. So guys, have a great night. Have a great afternoon tomorrow. Don't eat too much, and as usual, go Cowboys.
Peace.